Good morning, winners. Welcome to another episode of Gundam Versus. This time around, this is going to be a little bit more live for me, because I'm going to tackle my favorite Gundam, period. Like, that's it, favorite Gundam, not like of a certain franchise. Out of all of the Gundams that are out there, we are going to tackle the full armor Gundam from Gundam Thunderbolt, which is a souped-up RX-8, if I'm not mistaken. And the reason I really enjoy this one is because, as a Gundam, he is built to be fully armored, whereas you see a lot of other Gundams when they have their full armor episode, it is a Gundam that someone's like, hey, let me just equip a ton of guns to it and a little bit extra armor. But I truly love the design of this one. He is actually my favorite build so far. I built a HG version of him. It is incredible, and I'm looking forward to playing a little bit of Gundam versus doing it a little bit more live and showing off this Gundam just because, yeah, he's my favorite. That's all there is. I just want to say it's time to go full armor because that is the most anime thing I think I will ever say, actually mean it, and unironically. Alright, winner, so the reason I greatly enjoy the full armor Gundam is because everything feels intentional on him. Granted, he has a lot of packs, he does look unwieldy, he is a spacefaring mobile suit, as you can see here, for this perfectly apt sector of Thunderbolt, where the game takes place and the namesake of this full armor Gundam. He's in the RX-8 model, which is the typical, I'm going to say the normal style Gundam that everyone is used to, with the look of what is actually wailing on me right now, the White Devil, if we'll call it that, because that's what they call it in the show. Now, what I enjoy about him, one, is that his weapons feel completely deliberate and will do a nasty amount of damage if I can get them to connect. The beam rifle will stun somebody when they are mid doing anything, as you can see there, which is great for interrupting. And then he also has the rocket pod on the back, which is incredibly powerful. I also like the fact that I have a missile pack, which will fire a blast damage of the weapons missiles that will explode. So even if I don't connect with them, I can hit them in a radial pattern, which will knock them out. If I'm not mistaken, the rifle is also a variant, or the beam rifle is a variant rifle, which means that the output can be controlled on it to do a number of different things. One can just be typical shots, which will just, as you can tell, fire straight out as it is. One of the other things that it can do is, there we go, let's get out of this, is I can control the output of them to make them their own type of beam weapon, which is a nice handy way of giving yourself another melee attack that does a lot more damage than just the standard shots from the rifle itself or the energy sword that you might be used to seeing. And hopefully, nope, that just took him out. The other thing is a laser cannon that is on the back that you've watched me fire there towards the end, which does a prolonged period beam. I think it does like 150 damage in the show, or in this game. It's incredible in the show. And of course, you have the rocket pad on the back. Now, the other thing I really enjoy about him in this is his quick area denial. So if someone's coming in on you, he does have a number of different abilities that will help you push that back. Now, for the people I'm fighting here, I'm actually fighting with the RX-6, the traditional Gundam from the original series, or what's now called the Origin series. And I'm fighting against the Exia from 00, and I'm fighting, I think that is full armor? No, that's, I think, actually from, I think he's from Zeta Gundam. He's the Chars from Zeta Gundam, which is still a incredible model. Now, what I think is going to be best here on this point is, one, getting above this wall. And then, two, I want to keep a bit of range from these guys, because they will do a lot of damage if they can close in on me. I do have a fantastic ability to get rid of that, unless I can't fire, because I'm out of ammo. In which case, when they get close to me, they're going to do considerable damage. Exia, obviously, as you can tell, is all close range, and then that guy's got a lot of mobility that I'm not 100% used to. But as I said, I do have this incredible area denial. If I can hit somebody from the front, they don't get around from it. Oh, damn. And with this game, that's one of probably the more frustrating points, is you can be doing incredibly well at a certain distance. There is a bit of a learning curve. I would equate this game, if you're not used to arena-style battles, which is not something I'm completely used to, I would equate it almost to getting used to probably the new Dragon Ball FighterZ game, because it has an incredible learning curve. But it looks like here's where we're actually going to get knocked out. Nope, that is full armor. Oh, full armor will take me out for this one. I do like the destroyed features. Each Gundam actually has a unique destroyed pose. That one is, I believe, how, if I remember correctly, is actually how he looks in the manga when he gets blown up by the Psycho Zaku, the primary nemesis of that series. Oh shit, someone else is playing as a full armor. If I'm not mistaken. Oh god. 2 full armors and the other one is a Meijin. Not that it actually means anything. I do like how they have the titles like Call of Duty. It's pretty fantastic. Pretty fantastic. So let's see what we can do. If we can stop the... If we can stop this. Now I do have a little bit of a speed deficiency compared to the other ones, so this one means I have to really time everything right in order to do as much damage as possible. Luckily, it looks like my partner is quite good at this. Now, I did alright there, but I now have to watch out for the full armor... I'm sorry, the full frontal, as he is called in the show, from doing a lot of damage to me. This one actually looks like they might ace us. Which it's always... in any game that you play, it's always a bit disheartening to get perfected. But I can do all this damage to him. Oh, come on. Nope. They actually perfected us. That's where it goes, winners. So I think this is one we're going to end out on, just because that's a depressing way to go, but it happens. So if you guys enjoyed this, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what your favorite Gundams are, if you have a preferred team, if you enjoy playing this game. I'm a huge fan of it. Actually look to play with a group every Saturday they're on, known as Fighters Ready. But I hope to see you guys next time, and I hope you have a good rest of your day. Keep it weird, guys.